All right, people. So I've decided to do a little love series since it's February and it's Valentine's Day is coming up, and I just want to do a little bit of a series on black love. Let's see what happens. Let's get some feedback. Let's hear from the people. Huh? So I have a friend here with me who's hanging out with me tonight. His name is J. Lyndon Collingwood Jr. He's an author, and he's a man who walks to his own beat, his own drum. And he's going to come from a very different perspective than I about this thing called black love. So let's introduce him.
What's going on, folks? How you guys doing?
So, we have to get us both in the videos. There we go.
There we go.
Look at that. Ebony and Ivory.
Stop.
Hey! So anyway, we're going to, what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about black love.
Black love.
Yes.
Well, I mean, you're telling us what we're talking about because I just don't know what we're really talking about until you tell us.
Until I tell you. Well, behind us is black love. My mom and my dad, let's talk about this. How come people don't hang on to love anymore? When my parents got married, my mother will testify to this. I'm not saying anything outside that she hasn't said in public before. But she would say, we should have divorced after 5 years. But they stayed married for 27 years, thank God, or else I wouldn't be here. So how come people get married, they get divorced so quickly, they don't hang on to love anymore? Why do you think that is, Lyndon?
Well, I feel that we live in a different world now. People are more interested in what you can bring to the table versus the morals and values of what love really means.
What you can bring to the table, like in terms of finances and...
Finances, good credit.
Listen, because good credit might get you something tonight. That's real talk right there. Good credit goes a long way. It really does. I love I have good credit, and I love going into a store and they kind of size you up because you're black coming into the store with an afro.
Right.
So it's like, I know that credit is below par. And then they'll run my credit and be like, oh, everything changes. I get popcorn and bottled water and everything after that. So I do believe in good credit being a very strategic part of a partnership. Marriages are about partnership. So, that's a very good aspect to, being in a relationship with someone. What are some other things that you would consider in a wife or a life mate?
Great question. Actually, I would say someone who is consistent, someone who communicates, someone who is able to relate to who I am, and vice versa as well, It's just not a one-sided thing. Someone I think who carries great morals and values. And I talk about great morals and values is only because back in the day, the older folks had great morals and values. So breaking up and not having a relationship or being divorced wasn't just their cup of tea. They stuck with the program and made sure that they worked through it together.
That's very true. Ask me a question. I feel like answering a question.
Let's see. What do you consider as black love?
What do I consider as black love? Black folks being in love. That's what I consider black love.
Right.
So, that about sums that up for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Come on now.
No, seriously. Black love is black love. It's not a...
So what's the difference between black love and loves from other races?
Well, then that would be mixed love.
What's unique about it?
That would be black love is black love. Black love is my mama saying if he can't use your comb, don't bring him home. Or, black love is I could say some jokes in the company of other black folks that I can't say in, like Tom Hardy, he's my white husband.
Yeah.
I can't say certain things in front of Tom Hardy. They would not work. Or, if I was marrying, I don't know, some Asian dude or an Indian dude or something like that, certain things, either he would have to get used to certain things being said around my family, or he would probably be made uncomfortable.
Hey, maybe those people grew up around black folks.
Could possibly be. Could possibly be.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. I've never actually dated outside my race, so I wouldn't even know anything about that. I really dig black love. Black love is my thing. And I'm like this. I like my men burnt like my corner of the macaroni and cheese. Yes.
So
I like them chocolate. Yes. Hurry up.
so question for you. What makes a relationship last long?
For me, I think the thing that makes any relationship, whether it be romantic or family or business or whatever, is communication. I'm a firm believer that communication can change the world and that we need more of it. I think if we talked more and communicated more, we would understand each other better. But we don't do that. We're separating ourselves more and more each day by texting, by Facebooking, which this will be on Facebook, and by other levels of electronics or social media. You know, people don't meet in person anymore. They don't have they don't even know how to have They break up over text,
True.
which I think is ridiculous.
Very true.
You know, so I think that communication is the biggest thing. So we're going to really end this series. How would you like to end this first of our Black Love series?
I would want to say to those who are married in relationships or starting up friendships that you have to give it time. You have to give it time to really, for it to evolve. And that's part of you being unique in what you do because your world with that person is just your world with that person.
And I would like to say, strap up. Hey. Because the Zika virus is real. Did you know you can get a disease from a mosquito? I'm still talking about that. I'm still talking about it because it's still bananas to me. That's still bananas. But we'll be back again. We're just doing this as a first time. And we just want to get our feet wet together. So this is, again, Lyndon Collingwood. And
J. Lyndon Collingwood.
well, you know, he's uppity.
No.
And I'm E. Alicia McKinney. You know. So anyway, thank you. Pieces.